What up, Dokkanners? The Part 2 campaign is officially here for the 9th anniversary, so let's take a look at the campaign details. Part 2 of the 9th anniversary celebration has begun on Wednesday, it's July 17th, reset. It'll show your time wherever you are. New Extreme Z battles, a new limited attempts event, new special event, new stages of various events will become available in Part 2 of the celebration. Please don't miss out on the special background music played on the title screen and home screen during the 9th anniversary celebration period. Enjoy the diverse events to the fullest and go beyond plus ultra. Superhero theme is going to be starting from basically right now. In this Part 2 breakdown, the Beast Gohan and the Gamma banners are not here. It is not because there's a glitch. It is not because they have canceled the banners. It is simply because they will be showing that when next week rolls around. And I think the reason for that is because they don't want to take away from the spectacle of Part 1. Because when it comes to how they conduct themselves in Part 1, Part 2, some people don't agree with this. This is just when it comes from a business perspective, this makes sense. Part 1, once the discounts are gone, that's when the Part 2 banners show up. If you have discounts for Part 1 and Part 2 available at the same time, what reason could there have possibly been for you to summon during Part 1? You could have summoned on Part 1 and Part 2 during Part 2, thereby cratering all possible revenue during Part 1. So from a business standpoint, that's why they do that. Of course, everybody would want that to not be the case, but that's how it is. So while this is still available, I'm assuming that's probably why they don't do that and they don't mark it, even though that they're showing the characters in the graphic here. You know, that's why they do that. So whether you agree or disagree, that's how it is. Again, Beast Gohan will be showing up after this timer hits 0. So for all of you watching this, if you want to know when Beast Gohan shows up, this right here is the answer. 188 hours and counting until Beast Gohan and the Gamma show up during Part 2. So in the meantime, enjoy these discounts while they are here. They will not be there. Those step-up things will not be there once the discount period is over. Now let's jump in. We've got special missions for Part 2. These special missions are also going to be useful because one of the EZAs is only going to be doable with the missions being completed. You have to get those Extreme Z Awakening medals for Gogeta from the Part 2 missions. The ticket missions, the rainbow ticket missions, are also here. Not all of them, just the second part. Once again, let me be very clear. You do not need the tickets that were obtainable from that social media forcing you to jump on Twitter campaign. That was for extra 7 tickets. All 50 core tickets that you need to perform the 77 unit summon are obtainable within the confines of the celebration. So if you did Part 1 and you did Part 2, you're good to go. If you got those extra rainbow tickets from the social media campaign, which by the way, as of me recording this, have not come in yet, those would be an extra 7 tickets, giving you some leeway, I suppose, for the other missions. But you should still be doing every single mission, regardless of whether or not you got those extra 7 tickets. For those people asking, I think it's at the end of the month that we'll be getting those rewards from the social media campaign. So don't even worry about it. 7 great super missions. So we have more extra missions for unique titles. I don't remember off the top of my head what these missions are, but they're just extra things. They want you to do more things to get more rewards. Superheroes of Tomorrow. So this is the water bottle event where you can get a bunch of water bottles. You can exchange them for nice rewards and also free Dragon Stones. So this is a must-do event. The Blue Zone stages 4, 5, and 6 are going to be available starting from Wednesday. This is going to be happening tonight. So 6.5 hours after Global's daily reset, these events will be live, as well as a few other things. I will be live on the channel to do all of these events live with you guys. I will be recording a bunch of videos, so it's going to be an otherwise very, very fun time. So make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Make sure you guys hit that notification bell so that you don't miss when I go live, because any and all Toon-Ls that take place, you want to be there live, because it happens a lot. You will love it. A special background music will be playing for stage 6. What is this? Who is stage 6? I stay away from spoilers. I don't know who it is. It's one of these guys. Maybe it's a Future Saga thing? I don't know the name of that song. We've got the Beers story event. Now you can unlock the extra stages that allow the Beers to Dokkan awaken into an LR. The EZA will be in Part 3. Frieza can be awakened into the TUR. The EZA will be in Part 3. Dokkan event burst mode for the Golden Frieza. That will be doable after World Tournament weekend. And for this one, I believe the categories were... was it like super? I don't even remember the categories. There are 2 categories that they ask you to complete on this event, and if you do, you can also use your burst coin silvers to buy skill orbs for those 2 categories, which are generally pretty nice. And the Blue Dudes EZA will also be happening after World Tournament weekend, so about a 4-day gap between the initial burst of content, which is all of this stuff, and then the 2 events right here. Super Hot Fire also is going to be happening tonight. So this is one of the best things about the anniversary, because a lot of you low budget players, free-to-play players, don't otherwise have the means to grind out 34-4, 31-4, you know, an infinite number of times to max out the links on your favorite characters. These sorts of events will help you in a major way, because this can be attempted 3 times every 7 days. You would use this to get a massively boosted link level rate on all of your characters. So if you're still working on the part 1 links, this is the place to send them to, and you will likely get some very nice results. I typically don't, because I usually bring in level 9 links, so I am working with the most improbable outcomes. And so those, amplified as much as they are still very low. So I typically don't see a lot of success. But for those of you who don't do this a whole lot, this is a must-do event. 3 times every 7 days. Do not miss that at all. Ultimate Thrilling Battle also happens tonight. I will be doing all of these runs live, I think. Hopefully. There are going to be a lot of missions for this. We'll try to get them all done. The Extreme Z Awakening support campaign. So this is where you can basically be paid to do all of the EZAs. All you need is basically enough Zenny to do 1 EZA yourself. Once you do that, you can incrementally get the extra rewards that they give you for each EZA, and then you can pretty much cover yourself the rest of the way for all remaining EZAs. Speaking of, we got the Broly Chile Lemo EZA happening tonight, as well as the 2 sub EZAs for which you can pre-farm. Even now, excuse me, you can still pre-farm these medals. I think those, yeah, all Dokkan events are available right now. All Extreme Z Battle events are available right now. So you can do these right now while waiting for the actual unlock EZA to drop tonight. So if you're jumping into part 2 thinking there's nothing to do, well, you just found something. This is pretty much the only thing that you can do other than the part 2 missions to EZA the Gogeta. Then we've got Super Battle Road, Extreme Super Battle Road. We'll try to get to these tonight as well. We've got more free-to-play characters from years past, anniversaries past. Make sure you guys get these done. New players. These are very nice free-to-play units to have in your arsenal. I actually really like the Descendants, the Vegeta Jr., the Goku Jr. I actually really like them. I use them quite a bit. Also, the free-to-play Goku Chi-Chi has a Ghost Usher effect. So that's not something you want to just dismiss out of hand. Pick them up. 51st World Tournament. We got World Tournament happening this weekend for tryhards like me, which is like 10 of you. This is annoying, but for everybody else, this is a big W. We are now officially caught up with JP when it comes to World Tournaments. All the characters that they have, we also have. Also, this is another 50 stones to add to the lotto pool, or not the lotto pool, the general pool of stones earned. We did a Dragon Stone approximation for the entire celebration, so I'm not going to do a count here, but basically part 2 gave us like 350-ish stones, and I wasn't even counting World Tournaments. So based on my numbers from that video, this would roughly be maybe like 400 stones around that. I'm not going to put that in the title because I don't know for sure, but still, more stones. Absolute W. Kale and Caulifla getting Awakenings. They're going to be featured on the guaranteed SSRs. All of these other characters that are getting EZAs are also, I think, obtainable within the banner. So that's cool. All of these events are available for World Tournament. Yada, yada, yada. Get them all done. Peton Battle is also going to be happening. I believe this is the final Peton Battle that JP has over Global. So I think with this as well, we are caught up when it comes to Peton. So like I've been saying, Dokkan is definitely making moves in terms of the content. They have aggressively pushed a lot of the content to catch Global up to JP. There are still a few loose ends here and there that have to be corrected, like the EZAs for special pose, a couple of extra difficulty missions, which are really inconsequential. They only give you like 3 stones, so that's not that big a deal. And just the banners at that point. Now, when it comes to Ultimate Clash, that's the one thing that I majorly hate that they've done. They have butchered the pace that we earn battlefield currency and keeping up with the incoming characters that are increasingly more expensive. Global players have seen a sort of pattern where they can maintain the status quo, but now that we've accelerated 3 or 4 clashes, we are now 3 or 4 clashes behind in terms of battlefield memory that we could have potentially earned. So I do hope that these bozos actually fix that at some point. If they don't, that is the one thing that I'm going to be very salty about. And that pretty much wraps up the part 2 campaign details for now. They will be providing us more information probably next week, over the next few days as we get closer, because again, they don't want to take away from the hype regarding the first 2 banners, but we will of course be getting the Beast Gohan and the Gamma banners in part 2. Once again, that will be after the discounts are over, no earlier than that. So 7 days at the earliest is when the Beast Gohan will be dropping on the global side of the game. And there you have it. And then of course, don't forget to pick up your 3 Dragon Stones for your SNS social media campaign. There will be a little button that pops up right here the horn. You click on it just like you did in part 1. You would choose either Line, Facebook, or Twitter, and then you would jump out of the app. And by jumping out of the app and then going back in, you will get your Dragon Stone. Somebody said that you don't have to jump out of the app, but I'm pretty sure you do, because I just tried it and I ended up I clicked on Facebook, and then yeah, it like glitched my phone, so I had to redo the recording. But whatever works. Just get your 3 stones, get in, get out, easy. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like. Where'd my music go? Yeah, right. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like down below. Let me know in the comments, what are you most looking forward to in part 2, EZAs, events, and of course Beast Gohan. And how many stones are you going to have going into okay, let's lowball it. Let's just say 300. If you were to add 300 Dragon Stones to your account right now, how much would you have? I know I'm going to see some 300s in the comments, but let me know. And also, are you guys going to be joining me for the live stream tonight? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more Dokkan content of the future and click the notification bell so that you should know you want to see more of my stuff. Do it. Thanks again. Stay tuned and remember to Dokkan responsibly. Hey.